who to trust.
Trust me.
Awesome. All right. So first off, my name is Nigel Chambers. I'm the owner of Big Gold Belt Media. Dominic, it is a pleasure to talk to you, buddy.
Nice to talk to you too, man.
So I wish we had all the time in the world because I could talk about so many different things with you. First, I would love to talk about the podcast, The Friendship Onion. I would love to know your perspective about the Ring of Power, but we're going to talk about Moonhaven, which is ultimately just as exciting. I want to start off by asking about your character, Paul. Now, I feel like the trailer labels or sort of presents Paul as somebody who really has it in order. He's following his moral compasses and whatnot. You know, he's a line of authority. He is an investigator, a detective, but you know, he seems to be buying into the Moonhaven culture, which we'll talk about that in a second. But Bella comes along and everything changes for him. He starts to, well, I like to say he turns into like a personal investigator. I would love to know what was that factor about Bella Suede that ultimately made, or should I say, start to give Paul some doubt?
Well, I think unfortunately Bella's arrival on the moon, the timing of it is just problematic because they don't have too many visitors from Earth on the moon, especially unexpected ones. And at the moment that Bella arrives on the moon, a certain amount of very serious crimes start to happen. So, of course, she's a prime suspect. I think Paul doesn't want to be suspicious of her, but unfortunately, you know, there's a new person on the moon and some very serious crimes that have gone on that she seems to be linked to. So he's just following the clues, really.
And the two-part question to that is because the one biggest thing about Moonhaven that is different from most space exploration or utopian type of films or series is that Moonhaven seems to be a buy-in to the culture. So I would love to kind of know your perspective on what would you say Moonhaven is?
I think the idea behind Moonhaven is that human beings are able to create a better future, that we can figure stuff out, that we are smart enough to solve the problems that we've created for ourselves, and that moving into the future, things will continue to improve, which I think is a narrative that maybe we're not connected to on planet Earth. That's the difference.
Yeah. I definitely agree on the lines of that. So, you know, I got the chance to speak to Emma, who spoke nothing but good things about you and the pleasure of working with you. So I would love to kind of know your perspective in working with her.
Yeah, Emma's fantastic. I probably did more things with Emma than anyone else. So we spent a lot of time together. You know, we became very tight because Emma and I were usually in first and we were usually leaving last, and we were working almost every day. So we both sympathized with each other's workload and the amount that we had to get through on any given day. So we became pals. You know, I would also need to train at the weekend in the gym because I didn't have enough time in the week to do that. And Emma would join me. So, you know, we just spent a huge amount of time with each other and enjoyed each other's company. She's super lovely, Emma, and really fun. And I got to know her family a little bit and her boyfriend. And it was a really enjoyable experience.
That's awesome. I'd love to hear it. Now, you know, this is what it is, just in case you don't know, but yeah, you're a pop culture legend for the different projects that you've been doing all over the years. Anytime, you know, either Lord of the Rings pop up, your name pops up, conventions, your names pops up, you know, people love that franchise so dearly. I just want to know, because in this series, you're having so much fun. It's so evident how much fun you're having. And I just want to know what's keeping you going? What's keeping that funness in you alive? And what about this series that really enlightened you to want to be a part of it?
I really like my job. You know, I like acting. It's something that I wanted to do since I was a young kid. I love the fact that I can, you know, work from a place of passion. I enjoy my days at work. I'm a relatively positive, happy person, and I want people to be happy and positive around me. And I've been lucky enough to work on things that have caught fire, you know. So I think working on the previous shows that I've done puts me in a place of knowing just how lucky I am, again, to work with a huge ensemble cast, with a really lovely and talented crew out of Ireland, and just to wake up every morning when you go into work and realize that, you know, you're extremely fortunate.
Yeah, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. And on the lines of you having fun, is, you know, most of the time when I bring up choreography, it's in terms of some type of martial arts or some type of action. But for you, you get a little dancing going on here.
Yes.
Could you talk me through that?
Yeah, man. I mean, the people on the moon have a lovely, naive, beautiful outlook on life. It's part of their community. It's a way that they communicate with each other through a series of alphabetic kind of movements called the Kinetibet. All people on the moon learn it. I got a chance to do some dancing with my family, with my wonderful daughter, with my wonderful son. Some dancing with Kadeem Hardison, who I absolutely love spending time with and was probably my closest friend on set. And we just approached it in a very genuine, lovely way. We knew that we were probably going to feel a little silly. We were probably going to feel a little peculiar. And we just embraced it. We just said, look, these are Mooners that have done this since they were toddlers together. So let's have fun and make mistakes off camera so that when we're on camera, we'll look like we know what we're doing.
Dominic, you know the culture, man. Listen, don't be surprised when somebody approaches you with knowing the dance. Just be ready for that.
I look forward to it.
Really quickly, we're getting ready to wrap up. I just want to know, lastly, what do you look forward to fans in checking this out?
I think there's a lovely message in Moonhaven, which we don't tend to see nowadays in TV, which is that humans are in the driving seat to change their future for the better. And that if we all have a mentality that maybe we can make some positive changes, if we have the right mindset, maybe we'll find ourselves on the right tech. And I think Peter Ocko, our creator, producer, showrunner, wanted to put it out there that we are in control of our own destiny. And a huge amount of that will be achieved with a positive mindset.
I love it. I love it. Dominic, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Folks, check out Moonhaven, dropping on AMC Plus June 30th. And also take a look out for his podcast, The Friendship Onion, as well. Get to know Dominic more. Good time. So, yes, it's a pleasure to talk to you, buddy. Hopefully we can do it again soon.
Thank you, brother. Take it easy, Najee.
My guy.